Hello, I'm Pete Giordano, and thank you in advance for spending your precious time with me. I'm super excited to share some of my thoughts on how the interplay between product and go-to-market impact growth for your startup. This presentation is part 3 of a 7-part series, and the focus for this presentation is the second critical alignment, market pricing alignment. I highly recommend you watch the introduction and the previous presentation on market product alignment before continuing here, as each part builds on the next. So let's get started with market pricing alignment. The key point here is to start with the market, that is your customer, and understand what your customer is willing to pay to solve their unmet needs while performing their jobs to be done. In the previous part, we used the value proposition canvas to flesh out the market, customer, jobs to be done, and the pains and gains associated with those jobs. And it's these things that provide us with the target customer profile for which we need to align pricing. Thinking in terms of jobs to be done will dramatically improve how you think about your product relative to its ability to relieve pain and create gains for the customer, all in the context of the customer's motivations. The pains and the gains represent your target customer's unmet needs. The unmet needs represent your opportunity in the market and, more importantly, set up the next incredibly valuable insight. Once you understand the unmet needs of your target customer, you must determine how the customer values a solution to those needs. And finally, it is critical to understand the customer's willingness to pay, or WTP, to meet their needs. It is these two components: one, how the customer values a solution to their needs, and 2, their willingness to pay for a solution to meet their needs, that determine how you can price your solution. That is why market pricing alignment is such a critical alignment of your overall go-to-market strategy. In fact, in the book, Monetizing Innovation, Madhavan Ramanujam makes the point that successful innovators build the right product for the right segment at the right price. Determining customer willingness to pay can be accomplished through a variety of methods, including in-person interviews, surveys, and other techniques such as conjoint analysis. However, segmenting customers and defining pricing and packaging is out of the scope for this talk. But to learn more, I encourage you to read the book Monetizing Innovation by Madhavan Ramanujam. As I mentioned in the previous slide, it's important that customer data drives your pricing decisions. Consider the example from the book Monetizing Innovation, where a new internet marketplace product is going to be introduced. Customers were surveyed and asked what they were willing to pay for a set of features, i.e., the new product. The graph on the slide shows the responses, and the majority of the customers were willing to pay between $10 and $20 for the product. These techniques are great for ballparking your pricing. Understanding it within an order of magnitude helps you understand how you'll need to align your sales model and channels to ensure good unit economics. We'll cover more of that later in the 7-part series. So that's a wrap on part 3 of this 7-part series. But before I let you go, I'd like to challenge you on the 72-hour rule. Put what you've learned to work within the next 3 days or risk losing it. And that's it. Thank you so much for hanging with me this far along and spending so much of your time with me. I really hope this was helpful. Please, reach out to me with your feedback, your thoughts, questions, and be sure to check out the remaining parts of the series on aligning product and go-to-market to unlock growth in your startup. Thank you, and be well.